Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Tony's Picks Daily Dangle here for Monday, December 8th, 2025. Hope everybody had themselves a wonderful weekend. Hey, we hit some of those plays yesterday, a couple of +1.5s. I think were pretty good. I think there was an under there as well. But hey, on to today. Let's start the new week. I got Steve with me. Pearls NHL Pal. That's how it's
Yeah,
it's moving
Perlo's
off on the
NHL
name, and that's where he is
POW.
over at X. So there's your
My
handle.
name's Steve Duncan on the
Steve
site. That's
Duncan,
my
though. I knew
Perlo's
who
my
you
stage name that I use when I do my show at night. Fun little show you might want to check out sometimes too. It's good. 11 p.m. Eastern, and I'll be doing a show here at 9 when I get all set up. So that'll be good. 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern. You can get my early, like today. I got that Detroit. We'll talk about it when we get there. I'll tell you when we get there.
definitely trying to jump ahead already. Yeah, see,
Had a
let's get
good
the
day
divisions to
yesterday,
go
though.
along, right? We
Montreal
got
almost.
so
Bennington, I thought Montreal was going to shoot the moon. I had Bennington over saves. I just got it like with a couple seconds left. Montreal shot to get it over his saves last night. It was pretty cool.
But hey, for me, it was NFL Sunday. I didn't touch hockey. No hockey for me. No hockey for me. But I did take Washington, so was my free play yesterday for everybody who's grabbed the
Take
Caps.
that Colorado, all those
line.
Sunday. Sorry?
So, for me, it was the Caps. Take the Caps yesterday on the puck line.
Oh,
nice,
did you?
Little plus
nice.
money. Oh, for sure. Yeah. It was a shitty spot for Columbus.
It was a shitty spot for Washington too, but
why?
they did manage to get over because it's first game back off that Western road trip.
So they cruised in Friday night. No problem.
Even the players were saying,
game.
"I can't believe we're playing today." They said that after the game.
Problem.
I can't believe we're playing again today, but they got her done against Columbus. It was a shitty spot for Columbus.
Columbus, you're coming from Florida after the.
I just had Greaves over saves, and that went over way early. I like.
But anyways, today's a new day, so let's speaking without further ado, we got a 5-game card, not massive slate here on the NHL side of things. So we'll break them down. First game we got up, we got Tampa Bay need to take on Toronto here in this one. These two goalies are confirmed. You got Johansson going for Tampa in this matchup. And he's scoring 285 goals against, 896 save percentage. Hildeby going for the Leafs. He's 1-2 on the year, 251 goals against. 927 save percentage. Not bad numbers for Hildeby. Head over to Steve. What do you like here in this one? Tampa, Toronto.
Well, the series history says over here. I got it as a 6 last night. I know that Kucherov is out, and they have Tampa Bay has their injury issues, but usually when series history for me has been good as of late. So I'm going to go on the over here. The question is, I don't know which team is going to get the over. Putting Johansson in here, it looks like Tampa Bay is going to care about this game. I really wouldn't have done that if I were them, but because they're going to have to put their backup in against Montreal. But since it is side is, I'm kind of leaning to a draw, like a 3-3 tie or something like that. But to me, the over is probably the best play in this game.
Right? You look head to head, the last 27 meetings, 20-7 to the over the over history wise between these two squads. So I'm with you there. But what also is this Leafs squad? They've won the last 4 meetings head to head, and you put Johansson in there, even with Hill to be in there for the Leafs. You know what? I can't pass up on the plus price for the Leafs here at home. Against the Tampa squad. I got to take a shot. So for me, it's I'll take a shot here with the Leafs on the money line. In this,
I definitely lean to this. I also have on the site. I have a prop here that you'll really like too. So go check that out.
Yeah, definitely. Hey, props. Head on over to Tony'sPicks.com because that's where you can find our best bets. Some of these that we're giving you, we're just giving you leans, giving kind of looks at the games, what we kind of feel. Some are not, right? So hey, it best bets, as we always say. Hey, you can head on over to Tony's Picks and get those. But hey, join us here every day. I'm going to be here 1 p.m. Eastern, breaking down the NHL card. But our best bets you can find over at Tony'sPicks.com. Best bets and premium picks are over there. Quick link is in the description. Hey, wraps up game number 1 that we got for today on the slate. Let's have game number 2. Interesting one here as well. We got Buffalo taking on Calgary. It looks like Calgary's confirmed to put Wolf in here. Buffalo is yet to confirm who they're going to start here in this one in the first of a back-to-back spot here for Buffalo, having to go travel up to QE2 and take on the Oilers tomorrow night. So it is what it is here in this one. What do you got for us here in this one, Steve?
With Buffalo playing the Oilers tomorrow night, these young kids, Buffalo to get heads if they got to win the game in front of them. They look ahead constantly. And I think those young players have McDavid in their eyes and all that kind of stuff like that. So I especially if Luukkonen's in net, I can only go with Calgary in this spot. Also, Buffalo is absolutely horrible on the road for first periods. I think they're like 1-7-2. And Calgary's actually 5-3 and something at home first period. So I like Calgary first period and the puck line first period for Calgary here, probably even more than the full game. With Wolf and net, I think Buffalo, in Winnipeg, they did get their shots. Like they seem to shoot. That's one thing they seem to be doing. If you can get a reasonable price, like somewhere around the 23.5 or a reasonable total, I should say, 23.5 or something for saves for Wolf, I'd probably look that direction as well. But yeah, I can only look at Calgary. Buffalo always seems to look ahead to things. If they ever get that figured out, they might actually be a good team one day. But until I see it, I'm going to say they're going to go do what they normally do.
Hey, do what they normally do, right? We already seen this meeting once already this season, and it was a 6-2 beatdown. Calgary won 6-2 in that game earlier this year in Buffalo. And what does Buffalo not do so well? They don't revenge any team. They're not very good at it.
No, that's what I mean. I was going to say, like, this should be a revenge spot, but this is Buffalo.
This is Buffalo. They're actually 0-8 under Lindy Ruff in these revenge spots where their opponent.
Are you serious? Oh, I did not know that. That's funny.
0-8 is this Buffalo squad trying to revenge under Lindy Ruff when your opponent scores 5 or more goals on you. And Calgary scored 6 in that game, so I'm with you. And it pains me to take Calgary, but you know me, it's because I grew up in Edmonton, and so. But we're here to make money, so Calgary it is. I'm taking to put Calgary down for me here in this one.
If Luukkonen is in, I wouldn't even mind Calgary, and I probably the first time I've said this all year, team total over, because Luukkonen can't stop nothing right now. So,
right,
and Calgary does shoot a lot. They just don't score a lot.
Yeah, 890 save percentage is good. Old Luukkonen as well, if that's who's going here.
Yeah.
Also,
Calgary will want this game.
Also, this season, when Buffalo has scored 2 goals or less, guess what else they are? 0-12.
0-12.
When they've scored 2 goals or less in the previous game, they're 0-12, and that's stated this season.
Oh wow, the previous game, and they did against Winnipeg. Yeah,
they popped in 1, so this looks like another.
I mean, if you can't win in that spot against Winnipeg first game back from a super long road trip and stuff like that, you can't win that game. You tell me you're going to win this game?
I think it was Comrie in that one too as well. So yeah, it was Calgary here in this one. We agree. All right, on to the next game we got on the slate. We got the Kings into Utah to take on the Mammoth. These goals aren't confirmed but projected. I think we're going to see Kemper here for the Kings. Looks like Carl Lamilka gets the start here for Utah. Who's projected, I think, to get the start for either of these squads. What do you got here in this matchup?
This is another one of those coming off a road trip games for Utah. It was a big, long road trip. Now, it was a bad road trip. I quite often will bet the team coming off a bad road trip for first game back. But there's an interesting scenario because, Keller, his father passed away on that road trip, and he's coming home and being with his family and stuff like that. I think this is going to be a very somber game. I don't think anybody's going to be fighting it out here in this game at all. I lean LA with the goaltending matchup because Kemper has been playing extremely well. I would also lean Utah team total under, but I got a play that you can get on FanDuel. I like no goals to be scored in the first 5 minutes and under 6.5 in this game. You can get that at -108, but I do lean LA here. It's more of a lean than anything. This is kind of a live betting game. It's hard to tell how Utah is going to respond. Keller's going to come back home into the room with his family, and I think they're all going to be kind of behind him. It's going to be very emotional. It's an interesting game. I take a little bit on the draw here too for that reason. Like I don't think this is going to be a fight it out game. I think both teams would be happy to pull out a draw here, so I got a little bit on the draw.
Right, this is a tough game for me. I'd have to lean to the Kings in this matchup. Coin flip price too. Kings have played their best hockey on the road. This is a tough spot for both squads when you look at it schedule wise as well. It's just 4 games, 7 nights for both these teams. 1, 2, 4, 6.
That's why I like the under too.
4 games, 7 nights. Yeah, for
dead legs. Dead legs, slow as it goes.
4 games in a week is tough for any squad. I like the under here. I like the under a goal and a half here first period. I think maybe somebody gets a goal. Most likely not.
Under 1.5, yeah, first period. I like that too. Absolutely, yeah. That's
under 1.5 first period is
maybe no goals to be scored in the first 10 minutes. Like just attack that first.
Yeah, that first 10 minutes quiet, slow legs. People aren't no hitting going on. Yeah. Trying to basically one of those games where you're trying to generate some sort of momentum for two squads that are pretty tired. Seen that plenty of times in hockey. I like that.
Yeah.
All right, on to the next game here. This is an interesting spot as well here. Where we got Minnesota into Seattle to take on the Kraken. Another spot where we got one team playing lots of hockey, one team not so much hockey, but one team that's looked awful and one team that's looking like they're starting to turn things around. What do you think here in this one? Minnesota, Seattle.
Yeah, that would be like Minnesota hasn't looked good their last 2 outings for sure. That loss against Vancouver was diabolical. You just can't lose that game. It was the first time you saw Wallstedt have low shot volume, which is very difficult for young goaltenders. Like it's almost easier for them to get lots of shots than low shots. And the difference between a great goaltender, a good goaltender, and a great goaltender is how a goaltender that can turn it on even when they have low shot volume. So that kid's going to have to work on that. It looks like Grunstrom might be in here on this one. There's one thing I do know for sure for both of these, and I think coming off that Vancouver loss, Minnesota is going to come out hard here. I think their coach is going to be like, that. This is unacceptable. You're a way better team than this. This is unacceptable. Seattle is terrible at first periods. 1-7-2, I think. They lose first periods all the time. Minnesota is actually really good first period. So I'm going to take Minnesota money line, and you can get that at a decent price. It's like -125, or it was last night. I think the money's come on Minnesota here now. Maybe because they're putting Wallstedt back in. But I'm going to take Minnesota first period and first period puck line. After that, I'm probably going to live bet this because, like you said, Seattle's kind of in better form here right now, and this is a never give up team. They just don't give up. So I could see them coming back, and I'm going to have some on the draw here. I'm not sure I like Minnesota full game because they're going home to play Dallas after this, which is a much more important game than this. And I could certainly see their focus start to wane as the game goes on and Seattle come back and win this. So if you're looking at Seattle, I would try to possibly look at live betting them. If Minnesota scores first, you could probably get a really, really good price on that. But that's sort of what I have here. Haven't really looked at too many props for this game because it's kind of dicey. Both teams get points from either side. Like Seattle plays 4 lines and Minnesota generally does too. So it's hard to tell who's going to get the points. and who's not. By the way, the last game I want to say, I do have also a prop in the LA game that you can get at Tony's Picks as well. I just posted it not 20 minutes ago. So.
And for me here in this one, I'm with you. The Minnesota, they've covered and won that first period in 8 straight against Seattle. When you look at it streak-wise, they've been dominant. First period wins against the Kraken, 8. And money line-wise, you can get a nice little plus 165 on that. But after that, as you said, the Seattle squad has been they're rested and ready to go here. Minnesota, 3 of their last 4 games, they haven't looked awful, struggling to light the lamp. So I think this is 1-0 in the first period. I really do. 1-0.
1-0 exact score. I could see
1-0 exact score, or 1-0 for me. I'm gonna take a shot on that to get a nice little plus price, because I think that's what it is. 1-0 Minnesota heads in, and then as you say, live bet it. I'll bet the Kraken live.
Yeah, I could definitely see Seattle coming back in this game. Minnesota just kind of giving losing focus late, for sure.
3 of the last 4, and over the last 2 seasons, Minnesota, you bet against them on the money line after they score 2 goals or less. They're 8-44 in that spot after a game they score 2 goals or less.
Wow, look at that.
3 of the last 4 games they've done that. So, and they're on this little losing streak. So I think they come out, as you said, the coach is going to be like, get out there. But then I think also this is a 4-game and 7-night spot here for Minnesota, if I'm not mistaken. Let me just double check.
4 games and 7 nights?
Yep, because they played on the 2nd against the Edmonton, went down, played Calgary on the 4th, played Vancouver on the 6th, and now the 8th here. They ended to take Seattle. And Seattle played on the 29th against Edmonton, the 4th where Edmonton whooped them. So, and then they played on the 6th. So they played 2 games in the last this is 9 days. So this will be like their 3rd game in 9 nights for Seattle. So they'll be pretty rested here in this one. So I'm with you.
Seattle probably wins this overall. Yeah, I would say.
Yep. All right, let's go check out the last one we got on the board. Detroit heading in to take on the Canucks here in this matchup. Goalie wise, it's looking like Talbot goes for the Red Wings, and it's looking like Kevin Lankinen most likely for Vancouver in this matchup. What do you think here?
Well, Vancouver, they're coming in fat. I hope they don't think they're good after that game. They just happened to get they just got slaughtered. I can't take Vancouver right now for anything. So I'm going to Detroit here. But more anything, both of these teams have their defense, their forwards. For Detroit, their defensemen are absolutely horrid. And for Vancouver, they don't have forwards that can play defense besides maybe Pettersson and stuff like that. And their defense is actually good, but they're left to the forwards coming through the neutral zone are coming in so fast. There's nothing they can do about it. Their forwards don't know how to slow down anybody in the neutral zone. And Detroit's that type of team. So I got to go Detroit. I'm going to go Detroit team total over here as well. And I got a 6 last night on this game, but it's a 6.5 now. I'd probably support the 6.5. I could see 5-3 Detroit or something like that here. Vancouver scores still. They always find ways to score. They generate shots. They shoot from everywhere. And Talbot isn't a guy that I'm going to, put my hard-earned money to stop pucks on, really. He's better than Gibson, but he's still not great. So I think they roll it out here. I don't think anybody's playing defense in this game. I'd take over first period. Both teams to score first period, maybe. Detroit, this is another one. Detroit isn't bad at first periods, and Vancouver is absolutely horrid. So maybe Detroit first period, but I'm not as much of a fan of the first period here as I am just the whole game. I think Detroit will keep on flying. They've got Calgary and Edmonton after this, so on a back-to-back. In Detroit, I don't think there's really look-ahead spots for them right now. They're just McClellan's that type of coach that he's really good at teams not looking ahead. He's really good at just sticking to what's right in front of you. Unfortunately, he doesn't have a very good team to do it with, but they're getting by. I think Detroit takes this.
I'm with you. I like Detroit here as well. One thing the Canucks don't do is they follow up home wins with big old L's
Yeah. Yeah.
They're 3-17 following a home win. Are these Canucks? So yeah, I don't trust them here.
I don't really trust Detroit either, but I just trust Vancouver less. So,
but I look at what Detroit's done this year in spots that they've stepped up. Has been surprisingly here against the West. They've been absolutely lights out, 8-4 this season. If you've bet on Detroit in these spots, any game against the Western Conference, I've been in. You're up 3 units already betting them. In those games, 8-2 to the over. So that supports your over there.
I like the over, yeah.
With the 6.5, you're up 6 units betting Detroit against the Western Conference, 8-2 to the over. They're averaging 3.5 goals a game there in that one. And then you look at the Canucks. Man, they're giving up like 3.6 goals a game.
I don't even think Pettersson's playing in this game either. Isn't he hurt?
No.
So if he's not, I'll give you something right away. I'll probably give it to my client. So this is a client play you can have. That Larkin has nobody to go against up the middle. He'll probably get over his shots and maybe a goal today too. So Larkin,
Detroit money line for me.
Detroit money line the over and maybe team total over Detroit for me. Yeah.
Hey, that wraps up the Daily Dangle here for a Monday. Thanks everybody for tuning in. You know what? I'm gonna get a little banner here that says like props. We're gonna call this like what we normally do on most of the Tony's Pick show. We bring it to the it's the part of the show where we leave it up to the camera to decide. You can give out a player prop. You can give a game in the future. You can give out maybe even a parlay that you might like here in this spot. And then after you give that to everybody, then we'll let you know what we got over at Tony's Picks, because as I alluded to a little earlier, hey, that's where you can find our best bets, and our premium picks are over at Tony'sPicks.com. Quick link in the description below. So I'll go first if you want. Guess going.
What's up?
Because I threw it on you for player props to throw up a parlay or something, but I got a parlay I'll give to everybody here before we.
Okay, I haven't really thought about it, but I could probably come up with one.
And then you'll see what I'm going to do. So what we're going to do is we're going to go like this, and then we're going to go, hey, this is what I got for you parlay-wise. This is what I call it. It's the bird cage. 3-teamer for everybody. As I said, we found some nice little money line here today. So I'm going to go with the first one. Give me the Toronto Maple Leafs on the money line. Then we're going to throw in the Calgary Flames on the money line and throw the Detroit Red Wings on the money line. A little 3-teamer for you today on the Daily Dangle. And then what I got over at Tony's Picks, hey, head on over to Tony'sPicks.com. I've got a 3-pack on the ice. Absolutely love today's NHL card. So find my 3 best bets over there. I also have the Monday Night Football game rolling as well. But hey, it's a loaded week, so better yet, go grab a week pass. Join me for the week, and let's continue to crush the books. Then I'll head over to Steve, and he'll let you know what he's got going.
Yeah, I've got 2 picks up today on 2 prop picks that you can get. The one of them is my best bet. To get my this is going to be a big week. I had a big day yesterday, went 9-5. Hockey is my sport, and I'll be smashing for sure down the road, no doubt about it. So just you can buy my single picks, but I highly recommend you take the packages. You're going to be hitting lots. A little parlay here I'll give you. In Toronto game, go both teams score 2. In Calgary game, both teams score 2, yes, at FanDuel. In the Calgary game, actually, LA and Utah, both teams to score 3, no, on FanDuel. And I'll go Detroit money line. Combinates to those. Those are those 3 for you. That should give you a pretty nice parlay pick.
Nice. I wrote that down, so definitely going to sprinkle on that. That sounds pretty good.
Yeah.
Hey, shout out to everybody that joined us here today. San Francisco 49ers to win in the next 3 weeks. Heard it here first. Yeah, soft schedule to finish out the season. I can see that for them 49ers. I don't mind that they're figuring it out. Yes, we are still figuring it out, but yes, I don't mind that. Flames and Kings puck line at all. I don't mind that one. A little two-teamer there, as you say. Yeah, I don't mind that. And as Steve says over here, hey, thanks for all coming in. Appreciate everybody that joined us here today. Appreciate it. Tell a neighbor, tell a friend every day, 1 p.m. Eastern. We'll go over the
Tap
daily
that like
card.
if you like it.
Exactly. Subscribe as well. There's so much content here at Tony's Picks. Because, hey, I'll be back. As I said, we got some of these goalies that aren't confirmed. Well, hopefully we'll see by the happy hour time at 5:15 p.m. Eastern. Maybe we'll have some more goalies confirmed by that time, and I can give you even some more information. But I still love what I got there today so far. So maybe we'll even double up some bets later on. Have yourself a good one, everybody. Any final words before we head on out, Steve?
Take care, everybody. Thanks for coming in. I'll have some more for you today. So be looking at Tony's picks. I for sure will be posting more picks today.
Sounds good. Sounds good. Take care. And as Steve alluded to, always buy long term, especially if you're serious about sports betting, because that's the way to go. Because when you're bored long term as well here at Tony's Picks, you get that play emailed directly to you, that late Steam play. So, like if we get one of these goalies confirmed that are late, and you put it with anywhere from 10 minutes to 2 hours before puck drop, you'll get that play emailed directly to you here at Tony's.
Oh yeah, I'm
so
5-1 in save props the last 6. So be watching for my save props. Save props have been hitting really well. So
jump aboard that long-term pass, and you'll get those props, those late plays, emailed directly to you. So hey, shout out everybody. Take care. We'll see you again this afternoon for the happy hour.